Today's tutorial features this gradient floral design. For this design you'll need a makeup wedge for the gradient pattern along with a thin art brush. The polishes I've used will be listed below. Okay, so let's get started first with the gradient. I'm using a makeup wedge purchased at my local beauty store. I've taken this sponge and just made it a little bit damp with some water first, and I'm applying the polish right to the sponge in the order I want it to appear on my nail. Once I've applied the polish to the makeup wedge, I do take that and dab it on the paper towel just to kind of blend it a little bit, and then I reapply the polish to the makeup sponge. I always apply a fresh coat of nail polish to the sponge before I roll it across my nail, and I just find it gets a little bit cleaner this way, less chance of it drying out and leaving bits of the makeup sponge behind on your nail. So you just roll that across your nail, and you will need to do it a few times in order to get the right blend, and depending on the colors of polish you use, you may need to do it a few times so that it's not sheer. Now, I don't reapply the polish here, I just quickly dab that on my ring finger, mostly because I wanted to remember to do it in the opposite direction. So once you're happy with your gradient, you're going to clean up around your edges and you're ready to start your floral design. Alright, for the flower shape, I'm just using my thin art brush and I'm dabbing on some polish for the flower shapes, and you'll see it's kind of a circular shape. It's not perfect, the edges can be jagged, and they can all be different sizes. Now as far as the colors, I'm doing the opposite of the base color. So the lightest pink, instead of putting it at the cuticle end because you wouldn't see it over the lightest pink, I'm putting it at the free edge of my nail where the darker pink is. And basically I'm just adding those shapes until I fill my nail. Some of the flowers can touch, others can have space between them. It's really up to you how you want to do this design. And as you'll notice, my ring finger is the opposite direction. As I said earlier, I wanted my accent finger to be a little bit different. So moving on now with your black polish, and again that same thin art brush, we're going to define these flowers a little bit. And basically it's just some curved lines on the outside and on the inside, and you just kind of interlock them. And you can just follow along what I'm doing here. It doesn't have to be perfect. I find it kind of looks just like sketched flowers and has a really cool look. I don't worry about any leaves on this pattern, but you could certainly add in leaves if you wanted to. I like that some of the flowers touch and others have space between them, so again, that's just personal preference and what you like for your nail art on your nail. But the biggest thing is to make sure you allow this to dry fully before you apply your top coat, because after doing all of that work, you really don't want to smudge, especially that black polish, when you apply your top coat. And that's pretty much it. I've applied a glossy top coat. You could use a matte as well. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you liked the video, and we'll see you next time.